there's this patience that you have to have when you're coming into a new company. But I realized that I could be a little bit like tiptoeing because I don't want to like make people think I'm trying to be the boss or I'm trying to tell them what to do or I think I'm really great, you know. So it takes time to build those relationships and trust with people before you can come in and start making changes.
100%.
So I think it's always good to be an observer instead of coming in like you have something to prove. But you also kind of do have to like take the time to prove yourself.
Yeah.
But also what I realized was I need to be confident quicker because what happens is if you're not, you can kind of create this supplicated position with everybody where you're not like, they might be like, oh, you know, and then they're like, ask you to do stuff for them. And you're just like, I don't freaking work for you.
Yeah.
Like, but you're also like, but I want to serve the team and I want to build trust, but like, this is BS, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think just, being who you authentically are from the get-go. Like that was something that I learned about myself that I was a little.
And it's so easy to say and it's so hard to do.
Yeah.
Especially in new environments.
Yeah.
And new situations around new people.
And in business?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's funny because I was, you know, I've been in this space for over a year, like in this coaching influencer space, but I'm like, I don't know their people because each businesses attract very different kinds of people.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know any of those people. I don't really know the team. I'm not doing sales. So I'm not like talking to everybody where I was doing sales before. So now I'm in a different role. You know, it's just like, it's like a little fish out of water because you're like, okay, I gotta find my bounds here, find my legs, you know, what I'm doing. So, but 2 months I realized that's about the time that it takes.
Yeah.
That's probably what it took me at the other company too. There's, you know, a couple months to really get to know people and figure out what's going on and how they operate.
So you were doing sales prior.
Yeah,
Now
sales, marketing,
yeah.
operations. I was doing all of it.
Well, and and now you're really heavy on the operations side.
Yes.
You just said, and you said you're really liking that.
I do because, like back to my personal life, I like structure.
Yeah.
So it's like it makes sense. You can, and I love to create processes for people where they go, oh, because I'm a believer that people make things harder than they need to be because it gives them a sense of importance. I'm like, it doesn't need to be this hard. And we need everybody speaking the same language and everybody working together so we can move this, you know, ball down the field.
What did you just say?
What?
Did you just say that people make things more complicated than they are because it gives them a level of importance?
Yes. Don't you? People always love to be like, oh, I'm
too.
so busy. Oh, well, we got to do it this way and blah, blah, blah. And then they make it all complicated because then it looks like they're so smart. And it's like, what if we just did it this way? They're like, oh, yeah, that works too. It's like, that would be way easier.
So
I agree. That's a good line right there.
that's a really good line.
It's a good lesson.
And I've never really thought of it like
You'll
that.
notice it in people now. I've noticed it in so many
And
companies.
I'm also thinking if some people are better at X software, X thing, they might do it that way so that they can also keep that sense of, again, back to the alpha and the beta, almost like this sense of power, like, oh, I'm the guy. I'm the gal that can only fix this.
This has
you
to
guys
run
don't
under
get it.
me.
Yeah, because you guys don't get it.
Yeah. When I first came into this company, there was a guy who was quitting. So it was like his last week, but he like didn't want to give me access to things. And I was like, I need like, it's a Google Doc. Like you got to give me access. Well, I got to get that approved. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
like this is stupid. And now you're slowing me down, which a D personality, right? The last thing you want to do is be slowed down. So I'm like, I will kill you. Give me access.